Of course, if you're trying to have a baby, you want to know as soon as possible if you're pregnant or not. But unfortunately, from the time you ovulate till the time your period is supposed to start, you just have to wait. But if your period is supposed to start and it never does, then that's the time when you can take a home pregnancy test. Most home pregnancy tests are set to be able to pick up pregnancy at that point. And they work by detecting a hormone called HCG, or human chorionic gonadotropin, which is a hormone your body secretes early on in pregnancy. And levels of HCG rise exponentially even each day until about 8 to 11 weeks of pregnancy. So if you take a test too early, you may get a false negative. It's not even worth taking a test until you've missed your period because it's usually too early to tell and you might get a negative even if you're pregnant. So as soon as you have that missed period, take a test. But again, if it's negative and your period still hasn't started a week later, take another one. Maybe it was just a little bit too early before. Maybe you ovulated later in your cycle or something. So give it a week, take another test, and if it's positive, congratulations. Be sure to pick and call an OB provider of your choice and make your first appointment. But if it's still negative and you continue to have suspicions of being pregnant, call your doctor and they can determine if further investigation is warranted. If you've been having irregular cycles up to this point, it's really hard to know when you would have had a missed period. So take a test if you're suspicious of pregnancy, and if it's negative, take one each week until it's been about 3 or 4 weeks. And then if you still have negatives 3 to 4 weeks in a row, then chances are pretty great that you're not pregnant. Continue on to watch your cycles and see what happens, and if you're suspicious again, take another one. But also keep in mind that you're going to increase your chances of success when trying to conceive if you have regular cycles, because that increases the chances that you're ovulating or releasing an egg that can then be fertilized by sperm. So if you're trying to have a baby and having irregular cycles, talk with your doctor and they can determine if treatments are warranted to help you get regular and increase your chances of having a baby. When it comes to pregnancy tests, a lot of people wonder if the dollar store test is as good as the really expensive ones. And in most cases, they are. For example, if you get a positive result from a dollar store test, then that means you're pregnant. You don't need to go buy a more expensive one. Call your doctor and they'll confirm it in the office. There's not really a need to go buy an expensive test. However, there are home pregnancy tests out on the market that are set to determine pregnancy a little bit earlier than perhaps a dollar store test. So look into those if you're so anxious and just can't wait. But again, talking with your doctor if you have suspicions or questions is always a good idea. If you have any other questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms and recommend us to your friends and family too.